Next topic is functions. What does it say? Function in programming is a reusable block of code that makes a program easier to test and understand and modify. What does this mean basically? Function is a reusable block code so that we can easily understand any large program or a big source of code. So what it does basically, it divides a large program into modules, or we can say that into subprograms. Suppose there is a main function which I have divided into subprogram function 1, function 2 and function 3. Why? It's not easy to understand a big problem but easy to calculate or manage a small program. Next, types of function. What does it mean, types of functions? There are basically two types of function. First is library function, and also we know it as predefined function. Second is user defined functions. Library functions, as we have already used in our programs like scanf, printf, and str stands for string, cpy stands for copy, string copy. This function will learn in next unit. Chapter is string. Next is user defined function. User defined function means the function that we declare. First, there are four types of user defined functions. First is a function with no argument and no return value. Next, function with no argument and a return value. Function with argument and no return value. Function with argument and a return value. These all types will describe with the help of programs further. Next is the library functions. Library functions we have discussed about in our previous programs, like the functions which already have definition in our header files. We do not need to include extra header files like string, maths and all. Like they are already defined in our header files, we do not need to explain them in our program. So, and user defined functions, they created by user, they are not defined in library, or we can say that the functions which are not defined in header files. So what is the syntax of functions? First you have to define a return type, then your function name, and then pass argument, whatever you are using for this particular program. After it, you will set a statement in which you will define block of code.